I guess Pumpkin's gonna be here with me while I record day 11. Oh, and Squishy. We have two. Day 11 of the 28-day challenge. Today I will be talking about the survival mechanism of shame. So, for most of human history, we lived in nomadic hunter and gatherer tribes that were pretty small groups. And I've talked about mental frameworks, right? They're built up from the time we're born, and they're really shaped by the people and the environment around us. And yesterday I talked about our primal needs and how human beings, our number one survival mechanism is each other. We were designed for co-regulation. We were designed for living in community. And we were designed for living in a community of the same people for our entire lives, not really interacting with other human beings. And one of the biophysical mechanisms that we evolved was shame. Shame is the feeling of, I am wrong. I need to change my behavior. It's not the same as guilt. Guilt is, I did something wrong. And guilt doesn't hit you at your core as deeply because it's my actions were wrong. Whereas shame is, I am wrong for thinking this way, for behaving this way, for being this way. I need to change who I am in order to fit into the group, in order to survive, so I'm not kicked out of the group and left out in the wilderness to die. Now, this was a pretty useful survival mechanism back when we literally depended on being part of the group to survive, right? And however, as technology advanced and the world became ever more interconnected, and we stopped depending so heavily on being social. Pumpkin, what are you doing? He's being a very needy little kitty, but I love him so much. Just lay down. Okay. So, where was I? Yeah. Shame. Now, living in 2025, our survival has been funneled down to one thing. We no longer really need each other on a day-to-day basis in the same way that our ancestors did. Or the help of others is more hidden. You don't know the person who made your clothes for you. You don't know the guy who delivered your Uber Eats order, or who made the food. Like, we are still highly interdependent, but we don't need to know the people anymore. Now we just need capital in order to survive, right? And you can be very financially successful and live a very great life materialistically without having a community, without relying on people. But we still have this biophysical mechanism of shame ingrained in us. And when we're children, we learn these, like, we are more physically dependent on the people around us, right? You're dependent on your family or your primary caretakers to feed you, to clothe you, to nurture you, to tell you how the world works. And we build up these mental models of how we are wrong in society. They're shaped by our culture, they're shaped by our family, they're shaped by our school systems, they're shaped by so many different factors. And this shame mechanism does not know the difference between I'm gonna get kicked out of the group and eaten by lions and I'm gonna get kicked out of this friend group and have to find another friend group who maybe aligns more with who I am, right? So it's kind of this toxic feedback loop of I am wrong, I am wrong, I am wrong, that keeps us trapped, that keeps us stuck. And there's this clash between our technological evolution and our bioevolution, right? Where a mean comment on social media can trigger the same survival mechanism, the shame survival mechanism. And your body literally thinks your life is in danger. Your mind, logically, you're like, why do I feel so bad about this? It's just a comment on social media. Like, I shouldn't be so affected by that. And that mindset of I shouldn't. Those are all indicators of underlying shame trapped in your nervous system. So today I wasn't even really feeling like making a video. I've been kind of cleaning my apartment and doing a little bit of art today, and like not really in the mood to do this, but I'm doing it anyway because I'm sticking to my 28-day challenge. And this video is definitely not what I envisioned, but I'm going to post it anyway because I did touch on all of the points. And I'm not ashamed of my raw vulnerability, of my like messy pajama shirt and hair and cat, because I'm a human being and I am imperfect. I'm messy. Some days I feel lazy, but I remind myself that I am just a human being living in a world that does not appreciate our bodies, does not appreciate the fact that we need to rest. So I'm gonna cut it off here. It was longer than I don't know. I just keep taking big pauses because I'm tired today. Anyway, I love you. Have a good day. Bye.